Rightio. So how do we use our graphics calculator to be able to solve a quadratic equation? There's two ways. We can first graph the equation with the right hand side of the equation being y, or left hand side, doesn't matter. So if we've got x squared plus 10x plus 9, we can, equaling 0, we can say, well, that's the equation of y equals x squared plus 10x plus 9, and we graph the expression on the left hand side. The x-intercepts of the graph are then the solutions to the quadratic equation. Or we can graph the expressions on the left and right hand sides if we've got two. So if we had something like x squared plus 10x equals negative 9, something like that, we could find the coordinates of the points where the graphs intersect. So we'd graph both of these and then we'd find the points of intersection. But I'm just going to do the first way. It's probably the simpler way of doing it. So to do that, I'm going to get to my graph down here. It's 5. I've already got it in there. I'm going to go draw, and I've already got a pretty good window in there. If I didn't have a good window, I could do one of two things. I could go shift, view window, and standard. That sets my view window as negative 10 to 10, which is often a good view window in both x and y. And you can see that it almost shows me the whole graph. I'd have to change the y a little bit, the y min a little bit, but overall it's not a bad model of my graph. Okay then, so I've got that ready to go. How do I find x-intercepts? Well, I go shift, gsolve, root. That tells me straight away that my x-intercept is x equals negative 9 and x equals negative 1. So they're my two x-intercepts that I can use when I'm solving these graphs, and that's the answers or the solutions to my quadratic equation. Okay, there's another way of doing it though. We can actually rearrange the equation so that the right hand side is equal to 0, and then we can use the equation function on the calculator to find the solutions. You've got pictures of how to do that, but I'm just going to run through it. If we go to equation, we are trying to solve a polynomial, so that's f2 polynomial. It's of degree 2. And all we have to do is, once we've made sure that our equation is equal to 0, we put the coefficients of the terms. So the coefficient of the x squared term is 1, the coefficient of the x term is 10, and the constant is 9. So I put those all in and I go solve, and it tells me the values. It's really important in this topic that you have a good grasp on how to use your calculator. We'll talk a bit more about that when we're doing graphing. Thanks, people.